Playoff edition, winner go home edition.
Let's go.
Man, welcome back, bro.
Regional semifinals, welcome back, baby.
Hey,
you know, we
good
back.
to be here, good to be here. We in the second round of the playoff.
And it's that time, bro, going to the regional semifinals, bro.
Get Boney out there, man.
You know it, man.
Boney.
It's like riding the bike, bro. You know, just like hopping on the bike, figuring it out again, man. You know, we right back at it, man.
Sure, man. So, 2 weeks of the playoffs has taken place.
Yep.
Cut the field down. Everybody already, the general public I don't know if you've been seeing it like on social media, but the general public has been weighing in on, the excessive teams making the playoffs,
right.
3-win teams making the playoffs, things of that nature. Well, that don't matter at this point.
Right. Going into week 13, all that's gone. All that's gone. The real is real now, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
I think it's safe to say by this point, those who supposed to be there
are here.
Straight like that. So, without, let's not waste no time, man. Let's get into our road to state. Coach Stella, what you got for us?
Man, let's jump right into it, man. We got 3 teams, man, we're going to talk about on their road to state, man. First team we're going to talk about is West Jersey. Right now, they 12-0, Division 2, Region 5, number 1 seed. The first 2 rounds beat Willoughby South 42-0. Beat Hudson last week 35-21. This week they play Austintown Fitch. So they're going in the regional semis. They got a big game this week, of course, when they go home. They got everything they need to make a run. They check every box. Talent, coaching, depth. They played in a lot of big games. They played under the lights, tough schedule. And they got one of the best players, a couple of the best players. They got one of the best players in the state of Ohio that's getting a snap every play. As a coach, nothing feels better than knowing you snap into a guy that's one of the best players in the state and that can make plays with his arm and his legs. Most people in Northeast Ohio, you know what I mean, when you're on social media or you're just hearing people talk, most people was expecting them to play Hogan in the regional finals, what would be next week anyway. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure Coach Nick Alexander is trying his best to just make sure his kids stay focused, take it 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time, and keep moving forward. Keller Moe continue a special season. Right now he's playing lights out. Y'all know how we feel about Keller Moe here at the show. We're talking about him all here. He got a special season going. But I know if you ask him, none of that matters if you only just take the state championship. That was their goal. Starting in the preseason, summertime, conditioning, lifting weights. I'm sure they had one goal. Went 10-0, won the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Got Austintown Fitch next. Like I said, they got every box they need to check, so it's just a matter of seeing if they can do it. So keep your eyes on West Jersey. We got a big game this week versus Austintown Fitch. Last time I checked, the neutral sites wasn't announced yet, so I don't know where the game is at. But they play Austintown Fitch this week, so shout out to West Jersey. Ursuline, Division 3, Region 9, number 1 seed. The first 2 rounds beat Cheney 44-14. Last week they beat St. Joe's 44-8. They play Aurora this week. Aurora's 11-1. So that's gonna be a big time matchup. Just like West Jersey, Ursuline got everything they need: talent, depth, coaching, culture, tradition. Coaches that have been there, team that have been under the lights over the last couple of years, big time situations, stadiums, environments, they check every box. So now it's just a matter of them playing their best ball at the right time and going to do it. Coming into the season, in Division 3, Toledo Central Catholic was the favorite to win the state championship. I know if talking to a couple of people in Southern Ohio, they feel good about Bishop Watson. I like Ursuline's chances. Anything can happen at this point when you get to week 13, 14, 15, 16. Anybody can beat anybody. But I love Ursuline's chances. Like we said, they check every box. And I think they're playing their best ball right now. They put up back-to-back 44 spots the last couple of weeks. Coach McGlynn been having the defense play well all year, creating turnovers. So I like where they're at right now, man. It's just a matter of seeing if they could just put it together every week, win or go home, continue to handle their business. And moving forward, I know the Ursuline fans is excited about this team. And they're right here. Going into week 13, they're right there. So keep your eye on the Ursuline Fighting Irish. And the last team we want to talk about is Glenville, the defending back-to-back state champions, Division 4, Region 13, and the 5th seed. First 2 weeks, they beat NDCL 47-20. Last week, they beat West Branch 13-0. Close game. Most people didn't think it was going to be that close. Shout out to West Branch. They played their butts off. But in the end, Glenville ended up getting them 13-0. Coach Ginn said it before the season. This is his youngest, but the most talented team he's had. Coach Ginn says that he was going to question it, right, and he don't need to say nothing else. All the talent he coached over his long, great career as the head coach at Glenville, For him to say that lets everybody know what type of talent they got. They play a big time schedule before they get into the Senate League. So he took his young players and put them in tough situations, adversity, on the road, going to play down in Columbus, going to play at St. Ed's, playing Holden, playing, I'm missing the other team that they play, bigger team that they play. They've been playing big time teams every week. And then they went into the Senate League and kind of took care of what they needed to take care of. And they right here, man. So now, like we like to say in the football, in the coaching world, the freshmen ain't freshmen no more. The sophomores ain't sophomores no more. And the juniors ain't juniors no more. So Coach Ginn got them ready to play. I think this team, look at this team, I think they want their own identity. Even though I know some of them played on the last couple back-to-back state championship teams. When you're a freshman and sophomore, you're kind of probably a role player.
Right,
You still feel good about what you're contributing to the team. But I'm sure real competitors and dogs they want to say now that we're in these leading roles, we still want to go win the state championship and kind of create our own identity this way. It's their team. And then you got younger kids that's freshmen and sophomores now that's filling in some of those secondary roles, and they want to prove that we can make plays when our number is called and be able to provide and help out the team that's going to win the state championship. So, then the three teams to keep an eye out on this week on the road to state, all three of them got a great chance to fulfill their goal and dream to win the state championship this year. Keep an eye on them. Division 2, Division 3, Division 4, they're all in tough regions. They all got big games this week. Glenville played Lake Catholic this week. That's 12-0. So that's going to be a big-time game. Lake Catholic up in the Cleveland area. Big, strong, physical team. But you see Glenville, we got to see them last week. They got a big, strong, physical team on both sides up front, too. So it's going to be exciting to see if they can go get a three-peat, baby. So that's our road to state. Them three teams right there, Walsh, Jesuit, Ursuline, and Glenville. I like all of their chances, you know what I mean? And just a matter of seeing if they can go do it.
Yeah, check out how, like, those three teams that you just talked about. Like, we talked about Walsh Jesuit in week 1,
right.
2, like how they were trying to get like they was at the
trying to break through.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Getting that respect amongst those.
Because in Division 2 in Northeast Ohio, you hear Mass and Hope. Rightfully so. For those programs, rightfully so. Over the last couple of years, you hear Mass and Hope. But I feel like in Division 2, Avon and Walsh Jesuit, they're ready to kick in the doors and they're ready to come to the party. Avon is Region 6, I think. They're not in the same region, but they're Division 2 also. And Walsh Jesuit is Region 5 along with Holden. So, like you said, I feel like they're ready to kick the door in and say, we here, we arrived. Right. But I'm sure Coach Nick Alexander will say, we got to go do it on the field before we can say them.
Sure. So, and then Ursuline, who, you know, like you said, that's a championship pedigree, right. Culture, everything. And it's kind of like if you talk to Coach Reardon and those guys, is you know, you see the flash, you know, right. You see D.C. Taylor, Devontae, Tyron Davis, they're loaded, Joe Baylor, we can go on and on. Mm-hmm. And as well as they play, as high powered as they play, when you get to talk to them, you don't sense satisfaction, right. or you don't sense that, you know, they're an overfed beast. You know what I'm saying?
They're good players, but like you said, with that tradition at Ursuline, they want to be one of the teams that won the state championship.
Exactly.
As they go. Last year, they fell short to Chardon. Had a big team last year, so I know they still got that in the back of their head. I know they still got the loss to Walsh Jesuit in week 1 in the back of their head, so I'm sure that's fuel for them. Stay focused, stay locked in. And like you said, they're ready. They're ready to sit at the table with the rest of some of the Ursuline teams that won state championships in the past, and they're ready to sit there and say, no, we did it.
10 years later, they want to come back and knock on that table. Ring knock on that table. And then, of course, Glenville Young Gunners. Mm-hmm. You know, they had a whole bunch of young guys all year making plays on the ball, breaking into their era of the Glenville.
A lot of young skilled guys, man. Like you said, making plays out wide, running back C.J. Newell, Paulie Sadler, Jalen Edwards.
I like watching C.J. Like, we get to go see, you know, to play back a lot of their games. You don't get to go out there and see them live. Haven't seen them live this year. But, you know, you go back and get to watch some of their games, and, man.
He's a dog.
He's a dog, man. He's a dog.
He's a football player.
Yeah.
Out of score, he a dog. Earlier in the year, we talked about him on the Stella Stock report.
Right.
I said he could probably be a defensive back at the next level, too. I changed that. He's a running back. His mentality, what he brings to the team. He a tailback. He's that guy that want to tote the rock. I read some of his quotes from last week. He said it. I'm an old school dude. I believe in the run game. If we run the ball, we can beat anybody because it opens up. You don't hear a lot of young kids talking like that, understanding what the run game does, even if they are running back. So that dude, shout out to CJ, man. He a dog, man. And I know Coach Gann is ready to continue to put that thing in his belly and see how far they can run.
Indeed, man. So that's our road to state.
Yes, sir.
At the point of the year is win or go home.
That's it.
You know, Coach Stella, I don't know if you do the fan do, but y'all need to send Coach Stella y'all, tap into and hit his mitt for some of them picks. Because if you go back and look at the Stella Star Report or some of our earlier episodes, these teams we talked about, these players we talked about, and here we are, week 14. We still talking about the same players and the same teams that you have mentioned. Keep an eye out for.
I don't know a lot, but I know a little bit about a lot. You know what I mean? And, I'm a coach. We love being around it, but actually doing the research for everything is fun too. So.
Right, so if you need to get some picks in, y'all want to know who's going to do what, make sure y'all tap in.
I'll let me, baby.
For Coach Stella, man. So make sure that y'all hit his neck.
You know it. You know it. Talk to me.
So, not told. Moving right along.
Stay locked in between the lines and Coach Stella.